Awesome. And I'm going to share screen.
I better not swear then.
Great. So we just want to say a big welcome to you all tonight. Thanks for taking...
Can they see?
Yeah, they can see.
Okay.
Thanks for taking... Well, you won't go that far. Thanks for taking time out of your Thursday night and just being here with us on the call. It's such a privilege to have all of you here. The people who are sharing tonight, thank you for being here to share. And the people who are hearing about Isagenix and the solutions Isagenix provides for the first time.
Yeah, thank you guys. Awesome to see all your faces.
Yeah. And to start with a bit about ourselves. So this is us. This is a bit of our lifestyle. We're quite active. We like getting out there, beach, gym, presenting this opportunity. We love getting up in front of people and showing them what this is all about and what we love doing with our lives. So for me, before I started Isagenix, it was just over 13 months ago I started. And I was quite tired. I was quite overwhelmed and stressed out in my corporate banking job I was in, and generally unhealthy. And I was introduced to Isagenix by my best mate, Adam. And what I found was, being on the products for the last 13 months, I was able to lose a lot of visceral fat on my body. So I lost 7.5 kgs of that and also put on 5.5 kgs of lean muscle. So I was looking for gym results and I got them. And at the same time, I got the unexpected results of way more energy throughout the day. When I started on Isagenix, I started going to yoga in the morning because I was like, I've got so much energy, I need to fit more in. So I'd get up at 5:30 in the morning, go to yoga at 6 in the city, and then finish that at 7, and 7:15 to 8:15 I'd go to gym, and then I'd start work at 9 and all the way till 5, 6, sometimes 7 I'd work. And I'd be presenting opportunities like this and doing other extracurricular activities at night. So I had so much energy that I just needed to put it into all the stuff that I'd been putting off and procrastinating because I always felt tired by the end of the day. So it was cool I could focus all that stuff into there. I got better quality sleep as well. I was just all around, I felt really good in myself and a lot happier, and that stress and overwhelm seemed to just dissipate. So I'm just so proud and honored to be able to share this opportunity now with other people, to show them what it's all about, to show them how it's made a huge difference to my life and the lifestyle that I live now with my partner, Rachel. And we just enjoy showing others what it's all about and what we love from it too.
Definitely. Awesome. I love hearing Isaac's story. So I'm Rachel, in case you hadn't already guessed. And for those who know me on the call, they know that I'm super passionate about this opportunity and absolutely love sharing the opportunity with anybody that will listen to me. So yes, he's nodding. Before Isagenix, I worked in the corporate world. I worked in financial services for about 5 years, and like most kind of office workers, I was really overwhelmed. Suffered quite badly with anxiety, lack of energy, and just really felt quite burnt out. And subsequently, I used to basically, I was addicted to refined sugar, is the easiest way to say it. So I used to kind of implement a lot of sugary drinks into my diet, Coca-Cola, a lot of like jelly sweets, chocolate, coffee with like 3 sugars. And these were things that I would reach for when my energy levels dipped, usually in the afternoons around about 3 o'clock. And I just kind of thought that was what everybody did. Everybody that I worked with did it. So I was just like, oh, this is life. Like, people just do suffer with their energy and their sleep. And, that's just normal. And I was a gym goer. So I've always been quite slim, but kind of struggled to put on lean muscle, any sort of weight in the gym. So was kind of going to the gym about 4 or 5 times a week, but not really getting the results I was looking for. Had a PT. And yeah, basically just kind of put it down to the fact that I was, eating sugar and stuff, and couldn't really kind of cut those things out of my diet without feeling really tired. So I was introduced to Isagenix by my really good friend Josh 9 months ago. And for me, my health has completely transformed in that 9 months. And a lot of that was within the first, month or so. I, within the first 5 days, was sleeping like I've never slept before and not needing as much sleep. So I average between about 5 and 7 hours sleep now. That was the biggest notice for me straight away. And then my energy levels were consistent throughout the day. I don't eat refined sugar anymore. I rarely drink coffee. So I was able to cut those things out of my diet. Like chocolate is just a thing of the past for me. And, you know, it's great to be able to choose those things in the moments that I fancy them, rather than feeling like I have to have them to get through the day and struggle to get through the day. So it's completely changed my life from a health point of view. My gym workouts are, you know, so much more intense, and I can push myself so much more. And I dropped 4 kilos of internal, like, visceral fat, and I've put on 5 kilos of muscle, so put on more than I've lost. And you can really tell in terms of, you know, my physique and stuff as well. But, you know, for me, the physical transformation is just the tip of the iceberg with these products and what they have been able to offer me. And, you know, just don't want to go on too much, but, you know, the girl was saying to me at work today, I was taking my vitamins. She said, "Oh my God, you take quite a few vitamins." I said, "You know, this is for my skin, and this is, you know, for, this is fish oil, and etc." And I said, you know, anyone that comes to me and says, oh my God, you know, what are you taking? Why are you taking, you know, supplements? I always say to them, if your health is better than mine, then we can have a conversation, but the chances are that it's probably not. So, you know, I can be, like, you know, quite forceful with what I say about Isagenix, but that's because my experience has been, I'm so passionate about what it's offered me with my health. So I just wanted to share that little bit about what I shared with my friend at work today. So that's a bit about us.
Thanks, Rach. That was awesome.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, so what if you could think different? And this is where we're going to start off. We're going to go through you know, a presentation, and there's going to be various slides that we'll go through, and it all kind of links in together. But first of all, we just want to start off after introducing ourselves, is thinking about, on this presentation, bearing this question in mind: what if you could think differently? And what if you could, at the end of this presentation, come away with one thing that you thought differently about, that changed things for you? Because one thing would just have a huge knock-on effect into the rest of your life. So what if you could be the green man and think slightly different to everybody else that's kind of, you know, has their views and things. So that's what we're really going to look at tonight. What if you could kind of think differently and just have a slightly different view on what we're going to be talking about.
Cool. And I just want to pass by, before we go further, pass on a couple of agreements that I like to have. And they're just for the fact that we want you to get the most value out of this online call. So 2 things. If you could just, if you do have your phone on you, I know it's easy to just be on the call and like start using your phone and all that, and even I'm a culprit of that sometimes, but if you can just put your phone on silent and or turn it off and put it to the side, that would be awesome. And you'll get the most value out of it if you're just completely present and with us on the call. Mm-hmm. Cool. So that would be perfect.
Yeah, and just have an open mind as well would be what I'd say. You know, just be open to what we're going to show you, and you know, try and let any kind of judgments and things, you know, be kind of set aside during this time, when we can just be really together while we're in this presentation.
Yeah, thanks guys. So are you living your ideal life? It's such an important question that most of us, I don't know if you guys had ever asked yourself this in your life, but until I saw this presentation for the first time, I hadn't. So it's now a question I ask myself regularly, not just when I lead this presentation, but also when I'm in life and when I wake up in the morning. It's like, you know, am I going to be doing the day that I want, the way I want to do it today? Am I living my ideal life? I always ask those types of questions because every single day of my life, I want to enjoy it, because as far as I know, this is the only life I have. So why not enjoy every single day of it? So yeah, ask yourself the question through this presentation: are you living your ideal life right now? And if you're not, then you may just want to consider why that is, and see if something out of the solutions that we talk about tonight on this call may be a solution to having you live your ideal life.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Definitely.
And if you are already, then awesome. This may just be making it even better.
So what life have you chosen? This is Really powerful question, and I'll explain why. Because quite often we think that life chose us, and I'm listening to something called the I've actually just forgotten. The Strangest Secret. I actually just forgot it in that moment. The Strangest Secret at the moment. I've listened to it about 3 times, and in that they actually describe that. So often we think that our circumstances are the reason that we end up doing something. Like, people will say, "Oh, I was always meant to be a school teacher." But what we want to kind of look at inside this question is that the point that we're at right now in this moment is because of the choices that we've made that have led us to this particular place. So whatever we're doing, whether you can see on the screen, whether we're employed, whether we're self-employed, there'll be some investors on the call, or potentially social enterprise, whatever bracket you fall into, that bracket is because you chose to be there. And quite often we'll kind of put it out there, but it really is with us that wherever we're at is perfect, and inside of that it is where we have ended up due to the choices that we've made in our life.
And now, is your head in the sand, or are you facing your own reality? This is a cool one. This is one I actually really got to notice when I was working in the banking world. I didn't realize I had my head in the sand. I thought I had my head in the clouds, and I was living the life. And I had like 4 promotions in the last like 5 or 6 years, and I thought, I'm climbing that corporate ladder. I'm going really well. And for some people, for them that is their dream and their goal, and that's really awesome. But for me, I was really just going through the motions. So for me, my head, when I realized, I was like, okay, this isn't my passion. This isn't my dream. My head really is in the sand. And I started to face my own reality. And that's why I started making the shifts I did around my health. And that's why I started changing my lifestyle in terms of my job and what I do now. And now I run my own full-time business, and it's something that makes a difference to people every single day. And so that's my passion, making a difference to people's lives. So for you just want to look at now, and wherever you are in your life, is your head in the sand, or are you facing your own reality? And if you're not, there's nothing wrong with your head being in the sand. It's just, it gets suffocating. So you might want to just pull it out and check into reality and see what's actually going on and what's important to you.
Yeah, and also, like, there'll be a lot of people on this call, and I know, Corin's one of them, that love their profession, like love it with all their heart. It's what they always dreamed of doing in terms of contributing. However, there's always a cost to, whether you have to go to that job. You can't just give those services away for free. And that's what I want us to kind of think about, is if we could really choose every day, would it look like it does right now? Awesome. So this was a big one for me, because that's quite a lot of hours that you see on the screen. So 96,400 hours is the average amount of hours that someone spends at work in their lifetime. And if you're doing something that you love, we're not here to tell you, go quit your job and do something else. This might just be something that you're looking at in terms of from a health point of view, and changing your health. However, there is, the business side of things that Isaac runs as well. And inside of that, if you're doing something that you love, 96,400 hours isn't much, because you're passionate about it and you want to jump out of bed every day and make a difference, like Isaac was saying. But if 96,400 hours is something that you don't enjoy, it's a hell of a long time. So, just kind of think about that during this call. And like I said, as we said at the beginning, have an open mind and just kind of bear that in the back of your mind.
And a lot of you were coming onto this call, and I know you see these slides and you think, I thought this was a health thing. And if you actually look at it, it does actually relate to health, because work and what people do every day in terms of their work and their job, that's actually a primary cause of stress in the world, according to studies that have been done. So you want to look at, like, when are you most stressed in your life? And for a lot of us, a large percentage of people, it is at work, when you're at work, or on that Sunday when you've got work the next day, and you've got to go to that job. And so just look at that and the impact it has on your health throughout this as well. So how are you spending your 96,400 hours? So that's just a question to go through and through with yourself. Are you spending it in the best way possible for you? Like, are you doing what you really want to do? Are you doing what's important to you? You're looking at your passions and goals and dreams, and you're going, okay, this is my goal. This is what I want to do to achieve it. Am I doing that right now? And if you're not, then just consider what can you do now in terms of possibly the solutions that we're going to be talking to you about tonight. Or maybe this will just be something to wake you up to see, oh, maybe I could be taking some different actions. And tonight we'll be going over four-point criteria. So the first one is market trends. And Rachel and I often say this, like, we didn't know what a market trend was, honestly, before we saw this.
Had no idea.
I had no idea what they were anyway, at least. And I found out there were a lot of top market trends that I wasn't tapping into inside of what I was doing in banking. And when I found out about them, when I heard about this, I was thinking, man, I need to make the most of this. So we'll be hearing about some of the top market trends that Isagenix taps into as well. And like I said, the Isagenix solutions. So there are 3 different types of solutions in terms of the health side of things. And we'll be looking at each one of those as we go throughout this 4-point criteria. And your world-class partner being Isagenix, because you really want to be partnering up in terms of such an important opportunity like this. You want to be partnering up with a world-class partner, someone who has been through and done years and years of research in terms of the health products, in terms of this whole opportunity, and knows what they're doing. And number 4, you get to have a look at your opportunity. So what is it that is an opportunity for you inside of what we're talking about? So you'll see that tonight too.
Yeah, so that's kind of a layout of the journey we're going to take you on, the roadmap we're going to be in for the next kind of 45 minutes. That's how it will look. Awesome. So market trends, the things I had no idea what they were until Isagenix. So the first market trend that we're looking at, and usually, if you were here with us, we would ask if you know what the top market trends are. And I'm sure that some of you may have an idea, particularly living in New Zealand with the way the health is here. But the biggest market trend in the world is global weight loss, and it's worth $586.3 billion. That's huge. If you don't need me to tell you that, but it's massive. And the kind of key thing that we're looking at here is that this market trend is constantly rising, it's constantly growing, so more and more money is being poured into this, but people aren't losing weight, people aren't getting fitter and and getting the body that they desire, and having the health that they need and want. So there's a key kind of aspect to what I've said, and really when we're looking at something that's constantly growing and having money poured into it but not getting any better, there's something that needs to be done there. So we're going to look at how Isagenix relates to this particular market trend and how it can actually benefit this area.
Oh, I love this one. I'll take this. So New Zealand is the 3rd fattest nation in the world. It's crazy. I had no idea. And you look at New Zealand and you think, oh, this is this clean green nation. They've got the All Blacks and, they're so fit and they look so healthy. So, we have this image of that kind of nation that we live in, and that's how everyone perceives us. And I even think to quite an extent we perceive ourselves that way. Mm-hmm. But the stats don't lie. The statistics have been done, and it says here from the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, they said 3rd fattest, and 2nd is America, and 1st is Mexico, and number 5 is Australia, just to give you a bit of relativity. Yeah. And in comparison to America, we're right behind them. And there's been statistics done to say that the average New Zealand person weighs almost exactly the same as the average average American person. So let that sink in, because I know we hear about Americans, like we kind of go, okay, that's fair enough. They have huge portion sizes, massive pizzas and things like that. But no, we're right behind them.
Yeah, and for for the English people on the call, I'm sure that you can resonate from the outside looking in. I always thought New Zealand was this like really health conscious country, and in areas it is, but those are there's yeah, definitely. There is, when you look around, you see why why New Zealand is the third fattest nation, particularly where we live. You know, we live in South Auckland, and you can just kind of see that the health there is pretty poor.
Different reasons, fast food chains. We could go into a lot of different reasons, but just sit on that fact for now. In the fitness industry, it's worth over $75 billion from gyms alone. So that's gyms alone. So Rach and I have got a gym membership. We do use our gym membership, but there was a point in my life where I bought my gym membership, used it for a month, and then for the next 11 months I didn't use it, and I was just paying money. So there's a lot of us out there like that. I know. I bet if I got people to put some hands up, there'd be at least one or two hands, if not more. So, you know, the point is, people, what this was my experience. I was going to the gym, like I said, and not getting the results I wanted. And so I just got really disenchanted with fitness and keeping fit. So I just stopped going. I thought, what's the point? And I just thought, well, I'm not going to go anymore. And that's what I think people go through. People don't get the results they want. They're working really hard. They're actually getting more tired because their body's not getting the nutrition they need. So all this money's going in, but not much of it's actually being used. So it's just a lot of wastage of money, and that includes the global weight loss market plus the fitness industry too.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm sure a few of the gals can relate to this one on the call, and I hands up for this one because the global anti-aging products market is set to reach $341 billion by 2018, and you know, I was a huge contributor to this, like massive, before I started implementing this superfood into my diet. I was like creams, every new cream that came, Yves Saint Laurent, like all the top brands. I was like hard out, and hundreds of pounds I used to spend on this stuff. And you know, I don't want to say it doesn't work, but it you know, I was kind of trying all different things and wasn't really getting the results that I was looking for. And you know, there's only so much of that you put on your skin that you actually absorb anyway. But you'll see later on why Isagenix ties into this as well. The other contributor to this kind of bracket that means that it keeps rising is the baby boomers. So you know, the age bracket of kind of 50 plus are always looking for solutions to have them, you know, look and feel that little bit younger and fresher. So it's a huge market, and it's just set to increase.
So you're making the most of these trends, and I definitely wasn't when I was working in banking. I don't think Rach was in her corporate world too over in the UK.
In financial services.
No, not at all. So that's the cool thing. I just saw an opportunity. For me, first off, I just want to put in there, like I saw it as an opportunity part-time to start making the most of these trends, and you know, taking the products and just getting the benefits for myself. And eventually it worked into full-time now. And that's the great thing, that you can make the most of these trends with this opportunity however you want. You can do this part-time. You can just take the products. You can do it full-time, whatever works for you. And that's what I love about it too.
Cool. So we're going to look at the Isagenix solutions and you know, what they offer in terms of solutions that tie in with the market trends we just looked at. So the solutions that change lives with Isagenix are weight management, energy and performance, which is what Isaac and I both started on. But we have coached a lot of people through the weight management program, and healthy aging. So we'll be looking at all of those.
Cool. And so we're going to have some awesome results stories tonight from some 3 extraordinary people, one under each of those 3 solutions. So before I have them share, I just want to go through a bit of a disclaimer. So there's a weight loss disclaimer. In terms of the weight loss results that you do here, just be aware they're not typical. As it says on there, there has been significant weight loss of 3.2 kilos on average during the first 9 days. So that's what you want to keep in mind. There are some extraordinary results you hear in the first 9 days, 30 days and beyond. And just keep in mind that also these are superfoods. They're not any type of drug or medicine. They're just foods, and that means they are not intended to prevent, cure, or treat any illness, disease, or diagnose any sort of problem with your body. They're superfoods. They give your body what the body needs and what it's lacking from the soils and nutrition that we have these days in our supermarkets.
Yeah, definitely. And these people haven't, taken Isagenix and gone to Burger King every day. They have, indulged in exercise and, a healthy, balanced diet as well. So, the people that are going to share have actively looked to, have better health and had Isagenix fill in the gaps of their nutrition. So, that's something that I just wanted to point out, that, it's something that takes a certain amount of commitment.
Yeah. So weight management, there's, Ben Taylor. So Ben, man, if you can unmute yourself. And Ben has a crazy, amazing story. I'm so happy to have this guy on the call tonight. So thanks for coming on, man, and looking forward to hearing your story. So when you're ready, go for it.
Go for it, Ben. Woo!
Thanks very much for the invite.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop my video just so, just in case it lags a bit. So,
you seem to be all right. But yeah, go for it, man.
Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I've been on Isagenix now since February. And before Isagenix, I was quite unmotivated. Eating reasonably well, to be honest. What I thought was reasonably well, but relying on chance really to lose weight. Going to the gym sort of once or twice a week, and really just not feeling motivated to do anything about it. I was struggling when I was going mountain biking, which is one of my big passions that I love doing with my friends, and sort of sitting near the back of the group. I was losing concentration, feeling tired about 3 every day, and sort of falling asleep at the wheel on the way home from work, and not sleeping well in general, sort of waking throughout the night and pressing snooze about 16 times before I got up. And one of my best mates, Carter, introduced me and my partner, Georgia. And at first we were a bit skeptical and said no a few more times, and then decided to give it a shot. And to be honest, I mean, it's the best thing I've ever done. It is life-changing. And so now I'm just bouncing off the walls every day at work. And my team have asked me plenty of times, am I on anything, or how many coffees have I had each day? I'm sleeping right through the night now, and even waking up before my alarm and getting up and actually feeling motivated, ready to take my day in my stride. The biggest thing for me has to be the weight loss. I lost 18 kilos, and yet I was one of the abnormal ones that lost 10 kilos in the first 30 days. And yeah, like I said, it's just life changing. And so I dropped 2 pant sizes pretty quickly. I've got a clear head now, and it's actually proving results in my store. I'm a retail manager for Animates, and my results have actually started going up since about mid-Feb. Mid-Feb. So it's quite relative to me getting healthier at that time. The other things I'm with the energy. So bike riding now, I can go out and sort of do 26, 28 Ks and come away and sometimes still go to the gym in the afternoon. I just keep going like an Energizer bunny now.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah, that's me.
That's fantastic. Do you know, until this call, I didn't actually know that you'd lost 18 kgs.
Yeah.
I think as long as I've known you post weight loss. So yeah, it's really cool to hear you share your story and the impact that it's had on your life.
Oh, it's been incredible, and yeah, it's amazing. People now I sort of still see that haven't seen me for since I started, and they go, "Where the hell has the rest of you gone?"
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ben.
Thank you.
Thanks, heaps, man. And you don't have to reply or anything, but one thing I noticed about myself is just the same as you, like that belly fat that a lot of guys have, that just like hanging over thing. I hated that so much in myself. It was the only thing I just really went to the gym to get rid of. And I was like, if I got abs, that's like a massive freaking bonus. And I got both for myself, so it was cool. And I can see this, you got the same results, man. It's awesome work.
Oh, for me, one more thing. It's my collarbones and my when I saw Adam about 2 months after starting, it was my cheekbone. He said, "You got a jawline again."
Yeah, no.
Big change.
Awesome.
Great work, man.
Thanks
Heaps.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to look at energy and performance next. And I'm excited to not introduce the next person, but talk about who uses our products. So we've got a group of athletes that use our products, and some of them you'll recognise, some of them you won't. But Natalie Cook, she's 2 times gold medalist, 5 times. I thought it was 2. 5 times gold medalist. She is a volleyball gold medalist, Olympic volleyball. And the thing that we want to point out about all these people is that none of them are sponsored, or they don't get paid to use the Isagenix products. They just buy the Isagenix products, just like me and you. And because they're so amazing, they choose to use these and implement them into their training regime, which is amazing. Jana Pittman, she does winter and summer Olympics, so she is like constantly training back to back and uses the Isagenix system. So no Rico on here, but Rico Gear is another one. Former All Black, uses the Isagenix product and promotes them. I've met the guy a few times, and it's just really nice to see top athletes using the product. And like I say, not because they're given them or anything, it's because they just love what the nutrition offers their workouts and their training and what they're trying to what they're working towards.
Yeah, and something else in terms of the energy performance side of things that further shows the integrity of the product is Tony Attridge is a world-class trainer in terms of strength and conditioning coaching for athletes and Olympians. And I believe he's got at least 12 or 13 Olympians going into the next Olympics. And one thing that he says is that to train with him, you need to be on the Isagenix energy and performance system. So he highly believes in nutritional cleansing and trains a lot of his Olympians. And he has a lot of gold, silver, and bronze winning medalist Olympians that he trains. So that's just awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Corin. So we have Corin to, you want to say something about Corin?
Oh no, I was just really excited because Corin's a really good friend of mine, and I just love hearing her share her story, and just lights me up to have her on the call. So I was just really excited to introduce Corin, another POM, and just fire away, Corin. We love you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. And I just want to say, Ben, massive congratulations on that 18 kgs, bro. That's awesome. Haven't heard your story before, so thanks for sharing that. Hi, guys. I'm Corin, for those of you that don't know me. I actually started on the weight management program in my first month, but then I've progressed for the last 6 months. I've been using the energy and performance programs. And so before Isagenix, I've been working shift work. I'm a midwife, and I've been working in hospital 12-hour shifts for, it would have been nearly 10 years. 3 of that was a student, and then 7 years of that since I've been qualified. So I really, in that before photo, was at a point of real exhaustion. Actually, in that photo, I remember I was shopping to go on holiday, and the bikinis didn't look right. And as a girl, you girls will know how fussy you get when you're trying to find that bikini that looks right. And it was always, it's not the bikini, it's me. And nothing I could do to change that was working. I was eating really well. I was working out. My partner's a boot camp instructor, and I was working out there, but I was just absolutely wiped out and exhausted. I used to just blame that on my shifts, but I obviously wasn't getting enough from just healthy eating and exercise. So I like to say I was introduced to Isagenix by my loving partner Steve, but I was actually, he just ordered me a pack and told me I was doing it. So I started Isagenix back in February, and I've been consistently using the product since then. And I've just had, as Ben said, I know it sounds a little bit cheesy, but life-changing results, because for me, my energy is consistent. And before that, I was spending my days off work just recovering from shifts. So for me, it's just been huge. As you can see in my before and after photos, I did lose that visceral fat, like what Rachel was talking about, around the tummy. And I had quite a lot of cellulite on the back of my thighs that was coming on as well. So I've managed to shift all of that. And so losing about 6 kgs within my first month, I've then since put on 5 kgs of muscle. And so with the energy and performance pack, I've definitely found working shift work and just any kind of work in general, my want more energy, and my e-shots are always in my bag. I've got something that just keeps me going throughout the days, and I will never go a day without the products again. It gives me just huge pleasure to share this with as many people as possible. One of my, as Rach was saying, my passion is in midwifery. But I also feel there's so many unhealthy staff members trying to provide a health service. So my mission is to try and change as many health professionals to become healthy. And these products literally have got everything you need, every single thing you need, and they can just massively transform your life and accelerate you forward. So yeah, that's my story. Thanks for having me on the call.
Thank you so much, Corinne.
You're awesome, Corinne. I love that story. I love your energy and your passion. That's why I was quite excited about you sharing about energy and performance, because I can see how much it lights you up and how much energy it's giving you, just inside out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'll just add one more thing. Sorry, I can talk a lot. I don't want us to go over time, but I was never like a gym goey, fitness buzzy person. I was always into sports at school, as Becca would know. We used to play all the sports together. But like in the last year, I've really just transitioned into someone that just loves to work out. And I've been doing weight training for the last 6 weeks. And I'm squatting 60 kgs of weights. And my personal trainer just cannot understand how someone that's so slim can squat so much. And I'm like, well, I've just got the best nutrition behind me, and I wish that I'd tried squatting weights before Isagenix, because I think I'd be shocking. So just wanted to add that in there for those people that do weight training, of just the massive shift that this can give your body.
Yeah, 100
so much
million%. Like, I am exactly the same, and I could talk about it all day, but I'm not going to. But I can squat like just as much as Isaac, and I'm like half the body weight almost. So, you know, it's just my strength is phenomenal. And I used to squat before Isagenix, and believe me, I couldn't squat what I can squat now. My strength's phenomenal. So yeah, awesome. Love your story, Corinne. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Corinne.
Perfect. So now we're going to have a chat with healthy aging. And before we go on to the healthy aging bracket, you know, for me, this lady could fall into, you know, energy and performance, wealth creation, and, you know, healthy aging. And, you know, healthy aging, really, she looks phenomenal. You would think, oh my God, why is she even in this category? But she's a dear friend of mine, and I'm just so excited for her to share her story with you. So
that, and I actually want to say that particularly this woman, although she be younger, you kind of expect healthy aging, or maybe an older person. But this healthy aging literally means anyone can age more healthier and age more youthful with the solution that we provide. And that's what Erin's going to touch on. And so Erin Kent, please hop on the call and share your amazing story with us. We can't wait.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
hello.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, when you say healthy aging in any age, I'm thinking about, so I'm pregnant now again, which I think most people know now, but I'm thinking about some of these products and what they do from conception onwards, as far as how you age and how your body is formed. And it's not about how old you are, it's about how your body's formed and what it's formed around. So I started the products a year ago, and I was nursing my son then, Cooper, who's 2 in January. And I was completely drained before, and thought it was normal, thought it was part of having new family. He wasn't sleeping very well, and I wasn't coping very well. So I saw my husband start the products, and so I started just with the shakes and the bars because I was still nursing. And just within days, my energy levels started to pick up, and I was already eating incredibly well. I was keeping up my fitness. Nutrition is the one thing that I changed by adding this in. So it was really clear to me what caused the change. So my energy started to pick up. My milk production improved, which if you're a mom, you know that you can tell that. But the biggest thing is that my son's and my health improved. So to see it in my son, the change, that my nutrition could make in him was huge for me. That really made me connect the dots of, okay, what I put into my body affects my baby, whether they're nursing, whether they're growing in me, whatever, it's directly affecting them. And I think that's what I'm passionate about now, is helping people understand that connection. Because I think we just kind of float along and go, oh, I could be healthier, I could have more energy, whatever. But when you clue into it's your family and the people around you that you're influencing with these changes, that's where I get goosebumps, and that's where I really see the transformation. So any of you who've had a transformation in yourselves, I'm sure you can put your hand up and go, I've seen my family transformed, my friends transformed, my son transformed his health and well-being. And that's what like brings tears to your eyes thinking about that. So if you're thinking about this for yourself, think about who else you could really impact with it, because that's where it's going to be life-changing for you. It's just blows you away. So that's what I'm passionate about, sharing it with other, especially moms, and letting them know the difference they can make in their own circle of influence. So
Awesome. Oh, Erin, just warms my heart to hear you share that story. Like, just like, yeah, like tear worthy, because I know her, and I obviously know that you're expecting again. And I was reading some articles the other day about pregnancy and how, you know, we just don't, you know, we don't think about it like that, like as in it directly correlating with our child. And I'm not a mum yet, but in the future, you know, Isaac and I plan to have a family, and for me, it's so great to know that I've got this nutrition that's going to be so awesome for me when I'm pregnant, because it can be a tough time for females. So thank you for sharing your story. It's just so moving.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Awesome.
I can't wait to this opportunity. Just the way you share, it just word hasn't like pounds of inspiration in each word. So just thank you so much.
That's because I'm so passionate about it. It's made such a difference for us and the people that I share it with. So it's been awesome.
100%. And I actually have another invitation, because your story's so amazing, for you to come and share it, another opportunity, because just people need to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, going back to what Isaac said, we take some of the healthy aging products. We use like product B and stuff, because, you know, there's no time like the present, right? So
that's right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Erin.
you. Incredible. How do I follow that? Okay.
With spinach.
Yeah. So this is a study that was done to look at our food and the amount of nutrients content that we see in our food today. Well, it was actually done in 1997, which obviously was quite a long time ago now. But we're looking at a bowl of spinach in 1953. If you ate, to get the same amount of iron content in 1997, you would have had to eat 43 bowls of spinach. Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, that was right, wasn't it?
So to get the same nutrients you had in 1953, in 1997, you would have to eat 43 bowls of spinach to get that same nutrients. Of one bowl back then.
Yes.
It's crazy. It just shows you how nutritionally and minerally deficient our soils are now, that we have to eat that much just to get that same nutrition. And this is just due to the herbicides, the pesticides that are sprayed all of our products. And not just that, just the over farming of crops that has been done as well. So even organic products, our body needs 70 minerals to be able to operate at an optimal level each day. But we only, even in organic products and food, we only get 10 to 12 at the most minerals in those foods. So no matter what type of food you're buying, you're not getting what you need from your foods these days. So
yeah. And I don't know about your eye, but I'm not planning to sit down and eat 43 bowls of spinach anytime soon. So yeah, it's just a reflection of really where our food has gone, and you know, where the world is now, how our food's produced. And like Isaac said, it's got a lot to do with our topsoils. It would take about 100 years to get our topsoils back to what they were before we started putting chemicals on our land. And there's no sign of that kind of slowing down. So really, supplementing our diet is completely necessary to have our bodies function the way that they need to.
Cool.
Awesome. Isoline shake. I was going to jump in because I absolutely love this slide, and I love the shake. So we're looking at, you know, the kind of core product that Isagenix provides, which is the meal replacement. Now, there are several Isagenix products that come in, you know, the pack that you get when you start, and each of them have their place because it's a full synergistic system. It doesn't, you know, one product doesn't do everything. It isn't a single product that kind of has everything that you need in it, but there are key products, and this is one of them. And I say that because, you know, the amount of nutrients that you see on the screen now is what's contained in the Isoline Shake or the Isoline Pro. And, you know, you're kind of getting in there lots of things that our food doesn't contain anymore, like selenium that isn't in our topsoils. And quite often people kind of think of a protein shake as just protein. Well, this is, you know, all your carbohydrates, your healthy fats, your protein, everything you need to have your body work at an optimum level. So it's really great, but it hasn't got pieces of, you know, ground up steak and baked beans and stuff in there. It's just, these are examples of the nutrients that the shake contains.
Perfect. And just to add one more thing on top of that, because you pretty much covered it all, Rach, is I mentioned so that those 70 minerals and all the vitamins that your body needs that it doesn't get from foods these days and needs to be supplemented with shakes such as this and this type of system. This shake in itself has all those 70 minerals and vitamins, as well as all the macro and micronutrients Rachel talked about. So it's a real whole complete meal replacement. And I don't know what it would take for you to get everything that's in this shake if you were to source it from foods, but it would cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars and hours of time. And I know all of us have busy lives and we don't have that time to be and money to be paying for that kind of stuff.
And to give you an example, like Isaac and I are building lean muscle at the moment. So we do eat food. Like, people say to me, do you eat? Yes. 2 of my meals a day are shakes. 3 of them are, you know, food. So I'm eating 5 meals a day and 2 of them are these. Awesome. Yes, this is what I spoke about. So you fire away, Isaac.
Cool. So I just want to touch on a couple of the products in the system as a whole. So the system that you see in front of you is the main pack that we recommend. It contains everything that in the holistic nutritional cleansing system that Isagenix provides. So it has your meal replacement shakes, as we talked about. It has the Cleanse for Life, which helps you cleanse out all the impurities in your system, and you do that once a week. Some people do it 2 days a week. They do a cleanse. So some
people take it daily.
Some people take it daily. There's 3 different ways you can take the cleanse. So it's designed to fit into your lifestyle. That's the cool thing. And you've got your snacks on your cleanse day. You've got your product B, which I'll actually touch on for a bit. The product B is amazing. So what Erin was talking about in terms of healthy aging, product B is a huge contributor to what she talked about. So product B, how it works is you have your DNA and you have your chromosomes and you have telomeres on the end of your chromosomes. So those telomeres are the caps on the end of your chromosomes that help to support your chromosomes. And as you age, they shorten over time. Or as they shorten, you age over time, rather. So the aging process kicks in as they shorten and you start to look older, your wrinkles start setting in, all those different aging effects. So what product B does is it actually targets your body at a cellular level to actually strengthen those caps, those telomeres, so that over time you're more youthful. You're actually, that's why they call it youthful or healthy aging. So you're not aging as quick. So it really is right now in our day and age the closest thing we have to the fountain of youth. And the science behind it, the medicine, the science actually won in the research a Nobel Prize. So it really is top of the market in terms of what's out there for healthy aging right now, and it works from the inside out, which I believe is the healthiest way to be able to take care of your body. And we have the multivitamins, all your minerals, your IsoFlush, which helps with your digestive system, the Natural Accelerator helps improve metabolism, and they all are designed to work on your system in a holistic way. Because as you may know, there really is no magic silver bullet that targets your system and takes care of everything for you. We really need these days a holistic system, and this is what Isagenix is able to provide with the Presence Pack.
Yeah, awesome. And just quickly, there is 100% full money back guarantee on the President's Pack for you to try them in the first 30 days and see, whether you get the results that you want. I've very rarely experienced anybody not, providing you follow the program, but they do offer that because the products are so awesome that they just believe that, they can put that full money back guarantee on there.
And number 3, your world-class partnership. So this is what I was talking about before. You want a world-class partner. And as a world-class partner, Isagenix has a mission. And as you can see on the left, pictures of the beautiful co-founders, Jim and Kathy Coover, and their son, Eric Coover, as well, who works in the company. And their mission, and the company's mission, is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. And in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And it's an amazing mission, and particularly that first part I love, world health, to impact it and free people from physical and financial pain. It's such a huge mission, and they really are on their way to doing that. And I've experienced every part of that mission statement in my life and have shown others the same. So the mission is freaking huge, and I love it. And it's so amazing to be aligned with a company that has such an extraordinary, inspiring mission such as that. And this slide. So by the numbers. So I want to talk a bit about the facts and figures, because some people like to hear the facts and figures, and they really do talk. So it's been 13 years the company's been around, changing lives. Over $3 billion in cumulative sales has been made so far. It's currently in 14 countries and growing. So there's massive growth going on. It's registered into 80 countries. It's going to be going into places like UK eventually, and we can't wait. It's like, this is just a huge global growth expansion opportunity that you can really take advantage of now. And how cool is it that we got to be within one of the first 10 countries to be able to hear about this opportunity and take advantage of it. So that's cool. And Inc. 5000 magazine's fastest growing companies, for 9 consecutive years it's been on that magazine. And they do raise money for Make-A-Wish as well. So $2 million, over $2 million has been raised so far. There's currently 160 millionaires in the company and counting. So it's just awesome results in terms of the wealth that this company creates for people. There's 36 American Business Awards, so the Stevie Awards. The company has won 36 of them, which is incredible. I could keep going. Number 27 in direct selling news on the Global 100 list. And they have 40 full-time scientists as well. So they just have a huge backing behind them of scientists who are fully committed to providing us the best ingredients and products so that we can put them into our system and get the best results. Your science, John Anderson. So he's the Isagenix founder. He founded the company and created the system of products. He's the master formulator, and he's created over 2,500 formulas. So he's a master formulator, I say, because it takes only 7 formulas to be able to be a master formulator. So the guy he's insane. He's created a system that's able to give us what we have and get the results we get now and fill that gap where the nutrition is missing. So he's such a generous guy, and he just wanted to make a difference in the world and give us the best quality of ingredients that he possibly could. And Dr. Michael Colgan as well. He's leading biochemist and physiologist nutritionist. So this guy is all about the protein. So John Anderson is the mineral man, and Dr. Michael Colgan is the protein man. He knows all about the protein. He's a New Zealander, which is cool for us in New Zealand. And anything about protein, you can ask this guy. He looked into the protein, and the cool thing is John Anderson and Dr. Michael Colgan, they put their names to Isagenix, and John Anderson's never done that. And Dr. Michael Colgan, he's such an expert in the area of protein. He would only do that if it was the best protein out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's really cool. And protein is the building blocks of our body, so we really need it too, and we need the best. Awesome thing is too, Isagenix products are available exclusively from an Isagenix associate. So that's us, that's Erin, that's Corin,
yeah,
that's all of us, that have been taking the products, Ben as well. And so whoever has introduced you to this opportunity tonight, talk to them about this, because they're the only people you can get it from. So if you tried to go elsewhere and you found it, one, that wouldn't be legal. It's only able to come from one of us. So that's really cool.
Yeah, there's several reasons for that, but they can go into that with you, because we're conscious we want to stick to time, but it really is the best way to be able to get the best products without having to pay the markup that you see in the shops.
Yeah, and it's word of mouth too. Word of mouth is so powerful. Like, we talk about movies that we've seen. We talk about, stuff at the grocery store that we've enjoyed, and restaurants that we love, and that's who you listen to. You listen to your friends and family, the people that are around you. So this is how this opportunity works. Mm-hmm. We share the products and we show it works, and then we show our friends and family. So I'll let you go.
Awesome. Okay, so your opportunity, and that's what we're going to look at as the last part of this. We are offering you the opportunity to become an Isagenix associate. So, that's where you start off. And, a huge percentage of people in Isagenix simply use the products. There are a percentage that, build the business as well. And there are a percentage that just kind of share with, the local friends and family and stuff as well. So 85% of people in Isagenix use the products because the products are amazing, because they're life-changing, as you heard tonight.
So everyone uses the products, but 85% of them solely use the products, and the rest of them share the products and build a business around Isagenix too. Mm-hmm. What Isagenix does, I won't go over all of them. It's fairly self-explanatory. Isagenix pretty much does everything for us in terms of the product licensing, events and support, all the payments, the postage, the packaging, all that is done for us. Like, we don't have to worry about any of the payment system, or if we decide to share the products and you get paid through them, we don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah,
the company takes care of it.
Just deliver to your door. Website, online website. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Like, I love that it's just all there for you, because I don't know about you or I wouldn't have the first idea how to set up a business and a website. So it's just all laid out for you, which is amazing.
That's it. And I know a lot of people on this call probably have some relationship to, or have partners or themselves are in traditional businesses. And I know you will be looking at this and going, what the heck? Because this is all the stuff you'd have to do yourself. Yeah. So it's cool that it's so good the company does it for us. So what you do, use the products, share the products, and repeat. That's all you have to do. You just use the products. You can share them with the people in your life, because what I find is people often start getting results, and even if they don't share it, people start asking. So you end up sharing it, and you just repeat that over and over again. That's all you do with this opportunity. Mm-hmm. And you start locally within New Zealand, wherever you are. If you're in Australia or wherever you are in the world, start locally. Sorry, that's my reminders. So you start locally and you build globally. You can, like we said, it's in 14 countries and it's growing, so you can share with other people around the world too.
The States, Canada, Asia, if you've got friends and family in those other places, you can contact them if you think it'd be something they could benefit from.
Absolutely.
Yep, and your support. So, as I mentioned, there is an online website where you can order products 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You get that as part of starting the Isagenix system. You do get a website with it, which is just phenomenal, and the online shop as well. You get an auto reward system if you decide to order on a monthly basis. And, the best part about this, really, I can't stress it enough, and we've, really not touched on it that much tonight, is the community that you tap into, the team that you get. I just have made the most phenomenal friends in this business, and part of that is, just people like, I would never have met Erin, I would never have met Corin if it wasn't for Isagenix, and those people are there to just see the greatness in you and really lift you up and have you be the best version of yourself. So that is a huge part of what Isagenix is about.
Huge. It's my favorite part of it. So we always get people present to this again. 96,400 hours spent at work. So are you doing what you really want to be doing with your days? And is there something inside of the solutions we've talked about tonight, that your world-class partner, and this opportunity that has shone out for you? And if it has, talk to the person who invited you onto this call tonight, because they're here. They really invited you because they care about you. They really want the best for you, and for no other reason. I know that's the kind of people this company attracts, and that's the kind of people I work with. Yeah. Because this opportunity has really made the biggest difference to our lives, and we just want other people to feel the way we do and have the same experience. Yeah,
they really love you. That's why you're here. And this quote, I love this. Success doesn't come to you; you go to it. So whatever you want, you go and find it, because it's not going to land on your doorstep.
So how you start, the presents pack, which I talked to you about before, you start on that pack. And then how you maintain is you choose your ideal monthly maintenance. So whatever you like from the presents pack, you go onto one of the smaller packs, or like me, you go on the presents pack for 6 months straight. That was out of the ordinary, but I love the presents pack, and I still order all those products to this day 13 months later, because they make such a huge difference to my health and my body. Getting your Isagenix products paid for, usually we go through U+2, them +2, but what we'll do is the person who invited you to you tonight can either share it with you or can send you a short video clip on U+2, them +2, and they'll go through it with you. And also we'll be putting this up on YouTube, and the recording we'll be putting up on our products info page. So that'll also have the link in the description at the bottom as well. So you'll be able to find it there.
Yeah, because I always say to people, if you have the option to have your products for free, you know, if you could have the option to go to Countdown and get your food for free, would you say, oh no, actually I'd rather pay for it? Probably not. So, you know, I always want to stress to people that you can get your products paid for, and we are here to help you do that, or the person that introduced you is there to help you do that. So
so find out about this and ask the person who invited you onto the call about it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being on the call, all the people who shared tonight, all the guests who have come onto the call to find out about the opportunity, and everyone else as well, because I know this time is yours and you can do anything you want with it. And you chose to be here with us, and we are just so grateful for that.
We're so grateful. We're so grateful. And, you know, we've run over slightly over time, but we just want to say thank you for bearing with us. And like Isaac said, we're just so grateful for having you all on the call, and we just love you guys. We love all of you. Those we know, those we don't know, we love you all. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. And I'll be updating the Facebook event for the Zoom call for next Thursday night at the same time. And we have the honor and privilege of having the extraordinary power couple, who some of you may know, Adam Nesbitt and Bianca Bathurst, leading the next Zoom call opportunity.
It's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss these guys. They're phenomenal.
They've impacted hundreds and hundreds of lives with this opportunity, so you definitely want to hear from them and be on the call, and bring your people too. So awesome having you guys on the call, and can't wait to see you next time.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Love
Thanks
you guys.
so much. Bye.
See ya.